Hello, Stardusts. Welcome back. Come on in. How are we doing tonight? Hello. I made a few tweaks to a few things. I actually have a chat that shows up. It is quote-unquote projected on my wall. So, now when, make sure that these, words, I am struggling with language right now. I saved these VODs, and I put the full ones up on YouTube. They're not publicly accessible, so please don't try going and looking for them, you won't find them. This will make it easier for people to see what I'm reacting to on Sundays when I'm in my bedroom. Oh, dang it, I knew I forgot something. I am running low on water. Oh well. No, not LOL. I am not laughing about it. I said, oh well. Sheesh. So, how are people doing? I don't think I got any answers. I also think I only have Kittlefish right now, but... Nope, I have someone else to think. Almost a bot, which is fine. Or a lurker. Lurkers are also great. I love lurkers. I have to be put in a tiny tube and have magnets take pictures of my body. I meant to actually look up the science of those machines, but I never did. I'm not exactly sure how they work, but I think describing them as having magnets taking a picture of your body is hilarious, even if it's wrong. There we go. Magnets, how do they work? Something to do with fields? Like, certain metals have auras? Right? That's how it works, right? I know what to mean. I was just being silly. At least I think I know what to mean. I'm just laughing at the idea of, magnets having auras, which I guess is technically true. And it's not completely inaccurate to say that humans have auras, because it's not like, I've encountered several people who have problems with electric things. My grandfather would regularly kill watches, so he stopped wearing them. I know Kittlefish can burn out entry cards and things like that. So I don't think I have anything like that. My body doesn't like certain metals, and then it decides to eat them and itself at the same time. Not fun. Wouldn't suggest it. Also, maybe deciding to eat plastic. I don't know. I might have a toxic body. I mean, I probably am made of a higher percentage of stardust than most people, but I don't know, man. This body is fucky, and we all know that. Shall we get into playing the game? It's the wrong screen. I know, it could go to the BRB screen. That would have been horrible. And you're like, oh, I just started. Nope, BRB. How silly would that be? Nice. Alright. Hey, you know, I can actually leave OBS underneath. I'm gonna do that. Because then I can see chat. Can't see myself. Is that a narcissistic thing? Because I kind of want to make sure that I'm not, like, catapulting myself off in space. So I guess I'll throw myself over onto the other screen. There we go. All set. Load. Load me a game. We want the one that is at 9 hours and 20 minutes. Well, 18 minutes and 50 seconds. Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis. Oh yeah. We hacked into CERN. That's right. Barry tries every trick in the book to crack that mystery database. But after about an hour, the distance he has for fingers begins speeding up. Eventually, he just slams the keyboard out of frustration.
Ah, わからん。全然わからん。こんなん絶対プログラムじゃねえよ、ボケ。死ねカスがウェッケー
Someone's mad. Oh, great. He snapped.
もうやめた方がいいよ。
Mayuri puts down her sewing tools and turns to Daru with a worried look on her face.
頭もよく回らんし、もう無理。ふへふへ。
This is bad. Daru's breaking down. Maybe I'm pushing him too far. He's been up 2 days straight. He's probably at his limit.
ご苦労だった。もう休め、ダル。
うん、そうするわ。つうかさ、もしこれがバグじゃなくてガチでプログラムだとしても、作ったやつにしかわからんよ。
It's hex coding. At least this part over here. I don't know about this part because it's in Japanese. I can't read it. But this is hex codes. The only reason I know it's hex codes is because, color HTML stuff.
This こんなん見たことないし。
A program unlike anything he's ever seen. At that moment, music bursts from my pocket. I've got mail. Blah. Oh, I got a reply for Jean Typo. Did he reply to the email I sent him earlier? everything you wrote is true, we have a lot to talk about, particularly concerning the IBM 5100's hidden functionality, which I have not mentioned to anybody yet. I am indeed surprised that you know about it. However, I have not gone to the year 2000, though it is possible I may go there later. There are 3 possible explanations. First, the John title who appeared in 2000 is my future self. In other words, I go to 2000, later write about the things you told me. That would cause a chicken and egg paradox, wouldn't it? Second, you're delusional and making things up. For the sake of serious discussion, let's set this possibility aside. Third, you may have seen something I wrote on a different world line. That would mean that 10 years ago you existed on a world line different from the one that we're on now. However, that raises another issue. When the world line changes, the entire timeline is reconstructed from past to future in order to prevent a paradox from occurring. That was proven in 2036. In other words, it should be impossible for you to retain memories of a previous world line. Unless you too were a time traveler, that is. Do you have any idea what the cause? I gulp. A flash runs through my head like an electric shock. There's quite a bit of text, but what catches my eye are the first several lines. God.
そうか。今、点が線でつながろうとしているぞ。
You know, for a mad scientist, he's kind of slow.
何の話?
Mayuri looks at me curiously, but I don't have time to answer her. I'm frantically assembling the pieces in my mind.
ジョン・タイター、セルン、タイムマシン。
These things are all connected. And now I have another piece of the puzzle. I shiver at my own brilliance.
だるよ。もしかするとそのプログラムの正体、判明するかもしれんぞ。
え、マジで？どうやって？
I aim my phone's camera at the screen displaying the supposedly bugged data and take a picture. I attach a message. I attach it to a message. Does this code look familiar? And send it to Titular. A mysterious database inside CERN. A program unlike anything Tsukahaka Garu has ever seen. Its true form is...
俺のひらめきが正しければ、ジョン・タイターが知っている。
はあ？それはないわ。
なんとでも言うがいい。答えはすぐに出る。
We wait for Kaito's reply. Though it's only been a few minutes, it feels like an eternity to me.
来た。
That's written in a proprietary IBM formatting language used prior to 1975. You can only decipher it with an IBM 5100. Hopefully open the mail, and its contents are enough to raise goosebumps on my entire body.
やはりな。
やはりって？
だるよ。俺の予想は正しかった。判明したぞ。そのプログラムの正体が。
IBN5100。
That retro PC has a certain special function. In fact, for more than 25 years after it went to market in 1975, nobody knew of it save a few IBM engineers. That function was first brought to light by the John Titor who appeared in 2000. A while after Tyler posted about it, an actual IBM engineer admitted to the hidden function's existence. Which reminds me, I talked to Suzuha about this only yesterday.
APL やベーシックが普及する前に書かれた IBM の独自のプログラミング言語も解読できちゃうのってさ、驚愕だと思わない？今や IBM5100 でしか解読できない失われたプログラミング言語があったりするんだよ。
What an incredible coincidence! Sure, coincidence. A prime example of synchronicity at work. There. It's almost like an almighty will is pulling the strings.
いいな、断じていいなだ。我らにとってこの発見はまさに必然。これこそがシュタインズゲートの選択だということだ。
And then given that the game is called Steins Gate, I'm actually waiting to find out if that is actually something. Somehow. But I just don't know what.
つまりセルンは IBN5100 を使ってこのデータベースを構築したって？互換性のないマシンを使って？なんでそんなわけわからんことを？
To prevent hackers from being able to access it.
ならば聞くが、外部からのクラッキングに対する最高のセキュリティ。
You know, I probably should just let them come to their own conclusions without interjecting that I feel I'm smarter than them. I'm not, probably.
方法は何だ？
そりゃスタンドアローンだろ。
Daru quickly catches on to the intent of my question.
IBN5100 でしか解読できないなら、それは疑似的なスタンドアローンってわけか。
故に、そこに眠るのはセルンにとって最重要の機密だということだ。
Which means you have to find a mysterious computer in Akihabara that no one actually thinks exists.
つか、オカリンはなんでその隠された機能のこと知ってるん？ソースは？
俺の頭の中に眠る膨大なインデックスに記述されている。とでも言っておこう。
Kaitor said it himself 10 years ago. But Daru wouldn't believe me even if I told him the truth.
パクリ設定オツ。
I ignore Daru's retort.
マユリ、大事な話があるから集まれ。
ここからでも聞こえるよ。
Mayuri's sewing. She doesn't get off the sofa.
聞こえるとか聞こえないとかの問題ではないのだ。これは我ら未来ガジェット研究所にとって、いや人類の未来にとって運命を左右する会議なのだよ。だからもっとこう秘密めいた感じというか企んでいる感じを出したい。
It's important that we stare closely at the monitor and exchange dramatic lines. The atmosphere right now is too light. It's all Mayuri's fault.
マユシーはバルダ組には参加しません。
Well, I can't have everything my way. Amazing. he does have a little bit of sense.
二人とも聞け。これより未来ガジェット研究所は緊急極秘作戦を発動させる。
Can Daru go to bed yet?
これは世界を影から操る巨大な闇との戦いの第一歩となるだろう。敵はセルン。世界的な研究機関でありながら邪悪な研究に見られた連中である。
オカリン、声でけえ。徹夜明けにはきついっす。
Crap, I guess I am being too loud. Oh, you know, just loud enough for the person downstairs to hear you. That kind of ruins the whole secret feeling. And the window's open, too. If Suzuha is down below, I'm sure she can hear everything. So I turn it down a notch.
いいか。世界にマッドサイエンティストは2人いらん。奴らに先んじられる前に我らが出し抜いてやるのだ。
奴らって？
奴らは奴らだ。
Thank you for that illuminating explanation.
あのね、マユシーは全然わかんないよ。
つまりこの秋葉のどこかにあるという幻のレトロ PC IBN5100 を手に入れる。
I make a magnificent declaration, but Daru just rubs his eyes, and Mayuri returns to her needlework. Damn it, is there anything you guys react to? We've uncovered a massive conspiracy here. How come you aren't excited? Well, one of them is suffering from sleep deprivation, and the other one thinks you're crazy.
僕探すのはパス。マジで寝させてよ。それとセルンの中をもっと探りたい件について。
そうだったな。まあそれができるのはダルだけなのだからそっちは任せる。では IBN5100 の捜索は俺とマユリで。
無理だよ。
Mayuri makes an apologetic face.
コス作りもあるし、バイトもあるもん。
So basically, you two are telling me this. I'm the only one with free time.
いいだろう。この件は俺が何とかする。そうと決まった以上、俺のやり方に口出しは無用だ。わかったな。
また何か悪いことしようとしてる？
いや、口だけじゃね。
I leave my useless comrades behind and stride gallantly out of the lab. I step out onto the street. Immediately, a bicycle skids to a stop in front of me.
はーい、岡部倫太郎。
Suzuha gets off her bicycle and gives me a strange greeting. I want to ask her, "Are you an American or something?" But I'm distracted by her shiny bicycle. It was the same bicycle that's in front of the Bronze Tube workshop yesterday. I guess it belongs to her. I wonder how much that set her back. I mean, it does look pretty expensive.
なかなかのテクだな。
自転車ってほんと楽しいよね。私、自転車乗るのってこの町に来てからが初めてでさ。
初めて自転車に
I mean, is that really that weird? Am I weird? I don't know how to ride a bike.
そう、バイクはよく乗ってたんだけどね。
Isn't that backwards? I was more snacking, but I don't think that's what he's really distracted by. Oh. I have no idea what the song says because it's in Japanese. I have no idea if it actually has anything to do with anything. Okay, I'll see you when you get back. Weird girl. And what's with that flashy braking back there? I think it'd be pretty dangerous if she did that all through the town. Beginners get cocky and get into accidents. You see that pattern all the time. If you're going to go full speed, at least wear a helmet. Oh god, I'm agreeing with him on something.
今からバイトか
さあ
The Braun Tube Workshop shutters are open, but the shop itself never opens until around 11 or 12. I don't know exactly when. It seems to change with Mr. Braun's move.
ちょうどよかった。お前に話がある。
これから開店準備しなきゃいけないんだよね。
このオンボロブラウン管屋に何を準備することがある？
ないね、全く。店の前をチョロチョロっと掃き掃除するぐらい。中は掃除しようとすると店長が怒るし、これが完璧な配置なんだよって。
So he's paying her to not clean. Something is wrong with that guy.
ならば話をさせてもらおう。
Do you really want to tell this girl that you're looking for the IVN?
でもな、眠いしな。
In other words, she doesn't feel like talking. I glare at her.
あまり俺を怒らせない方がいい。
今すぐじゃないとダメな感じ？
My glare is not very effective. She doesn't falter at all. But I still maintain my stern expression and nod.
じゃあどうぞ。
Suzuha shrugs her shoulders as she locks her bicycle, then she turns to me.
ただし、手短に頼むよ。
IBN5100 はどこにある？
不明。
不明？何？
不明。
Oh.
昨日のお前の口ぶりは知っているように見えた。
知ってるのは私の知り合いだってば。
ならばその知り合いのところへ案内してもらおう。
She has to.
嫌だとは言わせん。拒否すればお前はこの世の地獄を見ることになる。
無理。
Come on, I even said I'd show you a living hell.
会いたくても会えないからさ。
どういう意味だ。まさか想像上の存在か。
死んだから。何年も前に。
すまなかった。
いいのいいの。まあそんなわけで私の持ってる情報そんなに大したことないわけ。むしろ私の方が教えてもらいたいぐらいだよ。
Suzuha pats me on the shoulders. Funny, you'd think I'm the one who's supposed to cheer her up. Just then, Mr. Braun opens the door and makes his appearance.
おいバイト、まだ3日目なのに遅刻してんじゃねえ。
ああ店長、ごめん、ちょっと朝から立て込んでてさ。
真面目にやらねえならいつでもクビにするからな。岡部もうちのバイトに手つけようとしてんじゃねえぞ。
I mean, I'm sort of surrounded by women, technically, at this point. So, you know.
欲情しているのはあなたではないのか、ミスター・ブラウン。
おめえ、もしナエがいる前でそういうこと言ってみろ。マジで殺すからな。父親としての沽券に関わる。そもそもそんなしょんべんくせえガキに欲情なんかするかよ。
Gross.
なにを？店長、今の取り消して。
Suzuha's actually mad now. As well she should be.
なんだよ、怒ったのか。
私はガキじゃない。一人前の戦士だよ。
あ？お前何言ってんだ？
Suzuha's burning passion has the manager shocked. I, on the other hand, am impressed. On impulse, I take Suzuha's hand and grasp it firmly.
いい目をしているな、バイト戦士。現代人にはない野獣さながらのギラギラした輝きがある。その目を忘れるな。そうすればお前は必ずやバイト戦士から真の戦士へとクラスチェンジできるだろう。
っていうか、私はもう戦士なんだってば。
セルンとのラグナロックの暁には共に戦おうではないか。それまで精進するがいい。
Why?
ラグナロック？
Actually, he didn't. The Mr. Brown did. But he has sort of angered her a little by saying, "Oh, you can go from part-time warrior to true warrior with time." And she's like, "But I'm a real warrior. What's going on here?" Which I can get her confusion on that. And now we're talking about Ragnarok. Suzuha looks confused. Well, honey, that makes two of us.
何それ？
セルンとの最終決戦だ。
そんなの起きる予定があんの？あるならぜひ参加するけど、聞いたことないな。
当たり前だ。今初めて明かしたのだからな。ラグナロックは俺が起こす。
世界を作り変えるためにだ。
Why are you like this?
おお、岡部倫太郎ってば勇ましいじゃん。どうせ失敗するだろうけど、その心意気は好きだよ。私の仲間も君ぐらい気概があればよかったんだけどな。
She has comrades. Kind of positioning right there so that I'm like looking in the right direction most of the time. Sorry. So I keep sort of jittering around every so often because I'm like trying to find the right angle. Apparently, Suzuha has comrades. I'd like her to introduce me. That way I can form my personal army, the Phoenix Crusaders. Wait a sec. Why does she assume I'll fail at Ragnarok? Looks like I need to instill the fear of Halloween Kilma into this girl.
なんでうちの店の周りには変なやつばっか集まってくんだよ、ったく。
I mean, you're selling CRTs in the age of LCDs. What the hell do you think?
アルバイト、いいからさっさと店に入れ。
はーい。じゃあね、岡部倫太郎。
Suzuha waves and winks at me as she heads inside the store.
おかりー、待って待って。
Then Mayuri comes down the stairs, passing Suzuha.
やはり一緒に探す気になったか？いいラボメン精神だ。
Why do we have hiccups? I don't want to have hiccups. Hiccups aren't very nice.
あ、違うよ。お昼ご飯を買ってこようかと思って。
You owe her lunch.
だ。
She really is a glutton. It's not even lunchtime yet.
で、どこで買うつもりだ？
どうしようかな。
Mayuri places her finger on her bottom lip in thought as she walks.
サンボの牛丼もいいな。
This tiny high school girl truly has guts to enter Sanbo alone. Yeah, she's such a good girl. Oh, What? Meh. I don't know why if I started moving. That place isn't like the chain restaurants with their colorful menus and brightly lit interiors. First-timers are often cowed by the old-school atmosphere. Plus, the clientele is almost exclusively male. But Mayuri doesn't care. She just sits there shoulder to shoulder with students and salarymen, smiling as she eats her beef bowl. Meanwhile, the Sanbists, regular Sanbo customers, are posting comments online like the goddess has arrived or goddess for the win.
だが3部はこの時間だとまだ開店していないぞ。
I try to warn her, but Mayuri is no longer there. She's infinitely fluid in her progress. She's gone. Mayuri disappears like this every so often. And each time she does, I wonder for one terrible second if she really has vanished from the world. I look around and see Mayuri standing at a distance. She's gazing up at the sky through the buildings. Here we go again. She stopped in the middle of the street so other pedestrians look at her, wondering what she's doing. But she doesn't notice their stares. She slowly reaches out to the sky as if entranced. And then she freezes in that position. This is one of Mayuri's habits. I call it Stardust Handshake. Mayuri says that she's liked looking at the night sky ever since she was little. Her reason is romantic, or perhaps childish.
星に届かないかなって思って。
When I asked her about it one day, she just smiled and gave that answer. At first, she only reached out to the nice night sky, but lately she's been doing it without regard to the time of day. Like now, even when she's walking and talking with someone, something inside her just seems to switch on. Honestly, it's a little crazy.
星なんて見えないだろう。
I walk up to Mayuri and call out to her. She slowly lowers her hand with a blank smile on her face.
あのね、お昼でもお星様はそこにあるんだよ。
哲学的なことを言うのは結構だが、道のど真ん中で立ち止まるのは危ないだろうが。
そうだね。そうそう、今空を見てて思ったんだけどね。マユシーは今日のお昼はラーメンにします。
I like this girl a lot. How are ramen and stars even related? Mayuri's mind works in mysterious ways. I know I said I'd search for the IBM 5100, but I have no idea where to start. I spent about an hour in an internet cafe searching for information, but turned up nothing. I buy some mango juice with tapioca from a juice stand inside Yodobashi. I lose myself in thought as I drink it. It's Saturday, so it's starting to get crowded in front of the station. Some maids are distributing leaflets to the people coming out. I know Dog is well acquainted with retro PCs, but is there anyone else? Oh yeah, Shining Finger was obsessed with the IBM 5100, wasn't she? I'm really reluctant to contact that male demon, though. But ultimately, my feelings are trivial. Ragnarok hangs in the balance. But I decide not to bother. I finish my drink and wander towards Chuodori. Then comes an email, almost as if on cue. Don't tell me, is it the male demon? It's like she can read my mind. I instinctively scan the area, searching for that gloomy woman in the crowd. No sign of her tailing me. Oh well, I guess I'll send her a reply. I don't know Shining Finger's phone number, so I'll just send her an email for the time being. In the email, I ask her to call and include my phone number. Now I just have to wait for her response. And there it is. That's a quick reply. But I asked her to call, so why did she reply by email? Wait, she wants it by email? There's a lot to cover. I'd rather not have to type it all out. I need to find out her phone number. And send. I look up after finishing my email and see a huge crowd of people in front of Rodicon. I guess the satellite is still a big deal. The media presence hasn't died down since the day of the crash either. Rodicon is still closed. And of course, the satellite is still there. Not 30 seconds pass before I get a reply. Right as I'm about to look down and read the email, I catch sight of a familiar face in the crowd.
助手か。ここで何をしている？
I want to read the email.
あのな、私がいつ助手になった？
I want to read the email. She looks like she'll snap at me, so to dampen her spirit, I go back to checking the email. What is wrong with this woman? I told her to tell me her phone number and she just ignored me. And she doesn't even have any information. How useless can you be?
なんで私、あんたに睨まれてるわけ？
気にするな。イライラしているのはお前が原因ではない。
八つ当たりか。睨まないでよ。
お前だって以前、俺のことを何度も睨んだだろう。
それはあんたが変態行為を。いや、何も言うまい。
Another one? I want to snap my phone in half and throw it on the ground. What do you mean, tell me the super hacker's address? You making fun of me with that music note? You're not getting anything from me. Anyway, why does she need to send me 2 short consecutive emails? I mean, she might as well combine them into one.
そんなに嫌なメールが来たの？
嫌というより常識外れなのだ。
I can't quite describe it in one word. Stop sending me all these short emails. I'm begging you, just gather your thoughts and send everything together. I feel a little satisfied after sending that email. I turn to Kurisu again.
それでクリスティーナ、ここで何をしている？
せめて呼び名ぐらい統一してほしいわけだが、私が何してたって別にいいでしょ。
なんだ？何を拗ねている？
拗ねてない。ただできればあんたとはもう関わり合いになりたくなかっただけ。
何をバカな。お前はすでにラボメンなのだぞ。ラブの利益のために働いてもらわないと困る。
Well, she is only a temporary member. No, it's because she's a temporary member that we need to get as much out of her as we can.
好奇心に負けてあの時の自分を恨むわ。
Kurisu sighs and looks up at the satellite. We're not alone. Several other people are standing here and looking up. It's Akiba's latest tourist attraction.
人工衛星を見に来たのか？
まあね。信じられないと思わない？人工衛星って普通大気圏で燃え尽きるように軌道を計算して落とされるのに、あそこまで完全な形で残ってるなんて。
And that's to say nothing about the huge hole it punched in the building. Are satellites that durable?
そもそもあれはどこの人工衛星だったのだ？
まだ分かってないって。旧ソ連のものかもって噂だけど、ロシアは否定してる。おかげで撤去しようにもできないらしい。
3 days have passed and it's still unknown. How interesting. I smell a conspiracy.
そうか。あれも機関の差し金だったのだ。あの時ラジカンにいたこの俺を抹殺するためのな。
機関？何それ？
機関は機関だ。正式名称は別にあるが、その存在を知る者は全員イフの感情を込めて機関とだけ呼ぶ。世界を影から操る国家を超越した秘密機関であり、政治、経済、宗教、すべてを掌握しているのだ。
どう見ても陰謀論です。本当にあり。
Kurisu hangs her head and blushes for some reason.
どうかしたか？
どうもしてない。ほんとなんでもないから。それ以上追求したら叩くわよ。
Crazy girl.
それより例の電話レンジはどうなった？
何をそんなに興奮しているのだ？ちなみに電話レンジではなく電話レンジカッコ仮であって。
いいから答えなさい。どうなったの？
進展はない。実験を繰り返してみたが、今のところあの放電現象および過去へ遡るメールは一度も再現できていない。
そう。
Another email. Damn you, Shining Finger. I said not to send so many short emails, but she doesn't seem to get it. Can't handle this mail demon. Let's save checking the email for later.
偉そうだけど、最低限のマナーは知ってるみたいね。
何のことだ？
人と話してる時に携帯をいじり出す人っ って私嫌いだから。
そうか。だからお前初めて会った時俺から強引に携帯を奪ったのだな。
初めて会った時そんなことしてない。
しただろう。俺が定時報告をしている時にお前は俺の手から。
Phone out of my hand, I shut my mouth before I finish. The events at RowdyCon. My story of what happened back then doesn't mesh with Gary's story. It didn't mesh with Mayuri's, and now it won't mesh with Carisius. So in the end, was that a dream? A hallucination?
何？定時報告って何のこと？
いや、なんでもない。それで電話レンジカッコ仮の話だったな。お前はあの実験の後、タイムマシンなど嘘だなどと悲痛な叫びを上げていた。過去のトラウマでも思い出し。
おいこら、勝手に私にトラウマ設定をつけるな。
そう、あれはまだ5歳の頃、クリスティーナはアーカンソー州の草原で雷に。
Please punch him.
撃たれとらんわ。5歳の頃はまだバリバリ日本在住よ。っていうかなんでアーカンソーなのよ。
のどかな風景を思い浮かべた時、最初に浮かんだ州の名はアーカンソーであり、次に浮かんだのがオレゴンだった。
そこはユタじゃない？相対的に見てユタの方がぽくない？
では答えよクリスティーナ。なぜあの時嘘だと言った？
別に確信があって言ったわけじゃない。単に信じたくなかっただけってロジックよ。とんでも科学は小説や映画の中だけで十分だわ。
とんでも科学だと？何をバカな。
お前もはっきり見たはずだ。メールが過去へと飛んだあの現象を、バナナが瞬間移動したその瞬間を。
Just yell that a little louder in the middle of the street, please.
見たけど何かの間違いのはず。あるいは私たちが都合のいい解釈をしてるだけ。
Please don't break your desk.
ATF で言わなかった？タイムマシンは今の技術では夢物語よ。ましてやあんたたちみたいなお遊びサークルが電話と電子レンジをくっつけただけのガラクタでタイムトラベルを起こせるわけがない。
だが実際に起きた。お前は自分自身の目で見たことを否定するのか？現実よりも理論こそが正しいというのか？ならば一生詭弁を弄して言葉遊びをしているがいい。
言葉遊びってどういうこと？
量子論など俺からしてみれば言葉遊びにしか見えないということだ。
ちょっとあんたね、現代物理学を否定する気？何様？
現象に対して素直になれ。起きたことが全てであり、起きていないこと、観測できていないことは全て仮説でしかない。
仮説を積み上げて理論が証明されたとき、それは本物になる。そうやって 現代物理学は宇宙すべての真実を理解するの。
だが仮説が間違っている場合もある。かのアインシュタインでさえ間違えたことがあるのだ。
間違いかもしれないからやらないの？だったらあんたは一生あの小汚いビルに引きこもって王様を気取っていなさい。そんなことじゃ真実には絶対たどり着けない。失敗は成功のもとよ。
なるほど、いい反論だな。
あくまで上から目線なのな。
ところでクリスティーナよ、俺は常々感じていた。
物理学者には矛盾がある。
矛盾？
現実に起きていて誰もが知っているが未だ解明されておらず、
物理学者も手をつけようとしない現象というものは確かに存在する。
それについてはどう思う？
例を挙げてもらわないとわからない。
例えば幽霊。
オカルトかよ。
オカルトだからといって思考停止か？それはお前がたった今言ったことと矛盾するぞ。そんなことじゃ真実には絶対たどり着けない。
幽霊を見る人間は確かに存在する。映像としても証拠が存在している。にもかかわらず、なぜ他の仮説をこねくり回し続けていられるのだ。
Don't they actually have theories from scientists and things about ghosts? Maybe not physicists, though.
専攻が違うわ。
解明されていない現象に先行もクソもあるまい。
そうだけど。
というわけで過去へメールを送る現象もきちんと検証すべきだ。助手も力を貸すがいい。
嫌よ。
Kurisu gives me a clear-cut answer, along with her usual glare. So the genius girl really does hate me. Gee, how'd you get that idea?
私はとんでも科学には手は出さない。父と同じ失敗は犯さない。
父？
あんたの考えは口だけは立派だけど学会じゃ通用しない。タイムトラベル理論を研究してるなんて言った日には干されるのがオチよ。
なぜそう言い切れる？
私の父がそうだった。
Kurisu grimaces.
物理学者の父はタイムマシンが大好きだった。ウェールズのタイムマシンに魅了されて本気で研究していたわ。でもそれにこだわりすぎたせいで学会からは追放に近い扱いを受けた。そんな父を見てきたから私はタイムトラベル研究には関わりたくないの。
This time, her sheer force of will gives me pause. I think she's really pissed. I may have stepped on a landmine here. What do I do? If I get her any angrier, she might seriously hit me. Let's calm her down a little. Or just accept that she's saying no. What should I say?
ごめん。感情的になって。
She apologized first. Grace's calm character saved me.
はあ気にすることはない。今のはお前の資質を試すためあえて怒らせたのだからな。
That's not how you... That's not. This guy makes me tired.
Huh? とにかく電話レンジはタイムマシンなんかじゃない。メールの送受信は人の手で作られたシステムなんだから、そのシステムの範囲内で現象を説明できるはず。
助手の考えは分かった。そこまでタイムマシンを嫌っているとはな。お前の反応はアレルギーに近い。無理にラボ面に誘って迷惑をかけたな。もう二度と来なくていい。
See, okay, there you go. I hope you're actually fucking sincere.
言われなくても来ない。
だが、これだけは伝えておく。クリスティーナよ。
Use your real fucking name.
クリスティーナって言うな。
ラボ面ナンバー004は永久欠番としておく。この番号はずっとお前のものだ。
I finish my speech and turn my back to Karisu. I won't look back. I walk away slowly with my eyes closed. It's kind of hard to walk like this. Hope I don't bump into anyone. Wait, am I even walking straight?
何かっこつけてんのよ。
My shoulder is suddenly pulled from behind. I brace myself so I don't fall backwards.
何をする俺によるささやかな演出。後腐れのない別れのシーンを台無しにするとは。貴様それでも俺の助手か。
だから助手じゃないと言ったろうが。それにこっちにはまだ話があんのよ。
Damn it, her stubbornness has already returned.
この前は聞けなかったけど、私が刺されたってあんた言ってたわよね。それについての説明を要請する。
Ah, yes, the other real-life phenomena that is yet to be explained.
あれは俺が見た幻だ。
Let's just leave it at that for now.
なんであんたの夢に私が出てくるの？
そんなことは知らん。それと夢ではなく幻だ。
ドクター中鉢がどうとか言ってたけど、それは？
あの日ラジカンでドクター中鉢がタイムマシンの発表会をしていた。
発表会は中止になった。人工衛星が落ちたから。
そういうことになっているようだな。だが俺が見た幻では無事開催された。 俺はそれをまゆりと一緒に見に行ってお前に声をかけられたのだ。
私はナンパなんてしない。ましてやあんたみたいなバカに声はかけない。
だから幻だったと言っているだろう。いや、あるいは幻なのはこちらの世界なのかもな。だとしたら電話レンジカッコ仮の謎も解決だ。幻ならば物理法則を無視したことも起こりうる。
現実逃避？意外とチキンね。
仮説を提示したのだよ。物理学者お得意のな。
それで私は誰に刺されたの？もしかしてあんた？
I recall the sight of Kurisu collapsed in a puddle of blood. It sends shivers down my spine. Was that really just a hallucination? It's too real. I can clearly remember the smell of blood.
俺が駆けつけた時にはすでにお前は血まみれで倒れていた。犯人は見なかった。
わからないな。なんで私が幻でとはいえ殺されなくちゃいけないのよ。恨みでもあるの？
全くない。その時点では俺とお前は一度だけ話したことがある程度のただの通りすがりの他人だった。
Well, that one time we talked was during the events I imagined. So, strictly speaking, at that point in time, all I knew about her was what I'd read in the magazine.
とにかく接点などほとんどなかった。故に俺はお前の死体を見た後、119番に通報することなくその場を後にしたのだ。
白状者。
何を望んでいる？過去に戻ってお前の死体を丁重に扱えと？そのためには電話レンジカッコ仮を使えるようにしなければな。
もういいわ。今後そんな幻見ないで。他人の夢の中とはいえ自分が殺されてると思ったらいい気分はしない。
保証はできないな。それを実行するためには24時間完璧に俺の脳内を監視しなければなるまい。
本当にあんたってああ言えばこう言うわね。
Kurisu shakes her head in exasperation, then turns and walks off towards the station. Looks like she wants to end the conversation. In revenge for last time, I grab Kurisu's slender shoulder from behind.
何よ。
俺の話は終わっていない。
喧嘩売ってるだろ。
別れのシーンを台無しにしたお返しだ、クリスティーナ。己の軽率な行動を恨むのだな。
はいはい、わかりました。で、何よ。
IBN5100 の件だ。
剣だとか言われても知らないわよ。何なの？
いや、知らないのならばいい。さらばだ。もう二度と会うこともないだろう。
I turned my back to Kurisu. This time I'll make a perfect...
言いかけたままやめないで。気持ち悪いでしょ。
She grabs my arm. Damn it! This is the second time!
IBN5000 何？
IBN5100 1975年発売のレトロ PC だ。今探している。
何に使うつもり？
Looks like she's interested. She was the same way when she came to the lab. I guess this girl is just brimming with curiosity.
気になるか？
Kurisu quickly averts her eyes. But she doesn't let go of my arm.
気になるのだな。
少しだけよ。
ならば答えよう。IBN5100 はセルンの秘密につながっている。
セルンってあのセルン？
いかにも。そして我がラボが総力を挙げて調べたところによれば、セルンはタイムトラベルについて研究している痕跡がある。
Come, be astonished.
バカみたい。聞いて損した。
Kurisu gives me a cold glare, then lets go and starts walking away. This time, she's gone for good. Damn you. Just you watch. I will expose Surin's secrets if that's the last thing I do. Can I check my email now? Can I check my email now? God. Why didn't you ever... There. Be nice if I could reply to her. The next day, I decide to hit Akira's computer parts stores. I did as much as I could yesterday after parting with Kurisu, but no luck. Finding an IDN for the 100 is obviously going to be a huge pain in the ass. I'm standing in the narrow tunnel that runs beside the Radicon building. Small shops selling everything from motherboards to resistors to vacuum tubes line both sides of the tunnel. Here lies the vestiges of the old electric town, Akira's conscience, so to speak. Casual otaku usually avoid stores like these. It's like a holy land that only true fanatics can enter. Not that I'm an expert on computer parts. Furthermore, these shops only sell parts, so it's actually kind of silly to be searching for a whole PC here. Still, something about the sight of all these electronics gets my blood pumping. I have to hide my excitement to maintain my dignity. If a storekeeper yells, "Hey kid, you're 10 years too young for this stuff," then I'll have no choice but to run. Fortunately, no one has yelled at me. In fact, the storekeepers seem to be ignoring me. They must be more open-minded than I thought. Or maybe they just don't care. I search each store in turn, but turn up neither hide nor hair of an IBN 5100. The ringing of my phone draws a sharp look from the nearest storekeeper. I force a smile and rush outside. Ooh, that was close. I probably shouldn't go back in there today. I take a deep breath to calm myself down. That's when something strange catches my eye. There's a woman squatting on the ground nearby, her knees against her chest. In her hand is a gaudy purple phone. She's staring at the screen without moving a muscle. She's even more conspicuous since nobody else is around. And on further inspection, I realize it's someone I know.
シャイニングフィンガー
I call out to her, but she gives me no reaction. You know, maybe because it's not her name. Shining Finger is just a name I made up, so I guess it's only natural. Her name was Moeko? No.
指圧し
I stand in front of her and call her name. Well, the name I gave her, but she doesn't even look at me. Her fingers are typing rapidly on her phone, so she's definitely conscious. But she still looks dead. There's no life in her eyes. I'm actually worried. Despite the heat, she's not sweating at all.
聞こえていないのか
誰？
おー、インキョーママッドサイエンティストだ。
She glances at me for maybe half a second and goes right back to staring at her phone.
誰だっけ？
貴様、人の顔も覚えられないのか
Of course, I'm the one who forgot her name.
IBN5100 を探すという協力関係にあるにもかかわらず、このありさまとはな。
She twitches upon hearing the word IBN5100, but she still doesn't look up.
岡部君。
俺は法院だ。
Ignoring me, are you? Why won't you accept me as Boy Kyoma?
メール送った。
メール
Well, I did just receive an email. I nearly flip out. Is this really something you should say by email when the person is standing right in front of you? It wouldn't take 5 seconds to say it verbally. She's friendly enough in her emails, but in person she's a lump of unsociability. How can she write funny meeting you here without smiling at all? It makes me think the mails are coming from a different person.
まさに奇遇だな。お前もパーツショップを探して回っていたのか
She doesn't even respond when I ask her a direct question. Another email. But I couldn't find anything.
貴様は喋ることもできないのか
めんどい。
メールを打つ方がよほど面倒だろうが
Your ableism is showing. My yelling does not have the desired effect. Instead of getting her act together, she buries her face into her knees. Why is she wearing such a short skirt? If she sits with her knees up like this, I can see everything. Not that there's a problem with that. I sigh, then turn and walk away. I buy 2 Max coffees from a nearby vending machine. The mails keep coming. I'm more tired than angry. Besides, my search has hit a dead end, so I need whatever information she has on the IBM 5100. I can't just go home. Come to think of it, her name was Moeka, right? I remembered when I saw her email. I returned to Moeka with 2 Max coffees in hand.
岡部君。
She's finally on her feet. She glances at me, then breathes a sigh of relief.
飲むか
She timidly accepts the Max coffee I hand to her, but she doesn't move to open it. I wait for the coffee to cool down, open the tab, and take a sip. Sometimes the sweetness is just what I need.
なぜ喋らない
メールの方が気楽だから。
Maybe she's just afraid of people. When I finally consider that, I'm taken aback by my own thoughtlessness.
そうか。そういうことか。
I mean, if it gets you to stop acting like a fucking cockweasel, then yeah, she's fucking scared of people. Basically, she's afraid. Afraid of... I like this game. I do. But I'm honestly not sure how much more of him I can take. I really, really want to play this, and I want to see what the story is, and I want to share it with people. But Jesus Christ, this guy. I just want to speed through his sections when he spouts the main bullshit. I can't actually do that and actually share the story. Also, unrelated, but slightly related, I think I burnt my tongue on my dinner. There's a tender spot on the tip of my tongue that keeps brushing against my teeth as I cough. Okay. Deep breath. Stretch. Okay. I can hardly blame her. In fact, I sympathize. Few can indeed withstand my aura of supreme madness.
私変よね。
いや、普通だ。
そう。
No matter how disciplined your mind is, you cannot resist.
お前は何ら恥じることはない。この世には絶対不変の真理というものが存在する。どれだけあがこうと努力だけでは変えられない壁だ。故に人は妥協し諦め、その都度別の道を目指す。だがこれだけは忘れるな。己の心の中に自分だけのシュタインズゲートを持て。
シュタインズゲート。
人は必ず一つその扉を持つ。これさえあればどれだけ別の道を行こうと迷うことはないだろう。そう、この俺のようにな。
I mean, this is honestly slightly uplifting, but also bullshit tinged. Malika nods. Looks like I got her to understand.
それでここからが本題だ。IBN5100 の情報は何かあるか？
Malika answers by shaking her head slightly.
一体いつから調べている？
How long have you been searching? That's a great question.
2ヶ月ぐらい。
Holy shit.
どんな調べ方を？
And of course, Malika starts to move her fingers at high speed. 4 people in 2 months. Even though hordes of otaku come to Akiba each day. I mean, honestly, I think the best route was the asking on the app channel. Especially if she stuck it in like a local one or I don't know.
PC ショップで店員から話を聞いたりしているか？秋葉で一番 PC の事情に詳しいのは彼らだぞ。
I mean, keyword there is talk about it. Malika shakes her head again. She's clearly not cut out for this job. Sincere as she may be, she's just wasting time. The editorial company she works for must be incompetent if they chose her as their investigator. Though I suppose it's also her fault for accepting the job despite the handicap.
お前の目的はどっちなのだ？ IBN5100 を手に入れることと都市伝説を調べることと。
両方。
なるほどな。
In that case, her search is limited to IBN 5100s in Akihabara. But I don't care about the urban legend. I just want to obtain an IBN 5100. My true goal is what comes after. So I don't need to limit myself to IBN 5100s in Akihabara. I can just look online. I might be able to get one through auction. That would take time and money though. If I don't find one in another 2 days, let's consider that option.
この後はどこを調べるつもりだ？
それは途方に。
ん？よく聞こえないんだが。
Malika types out a mail at high speed.
案ずるな。俺はそれなりのネットワークを持っている。それを駆使すればレトロ PC だろうと見つけるのは造作もないことだ。
Malika looks at me for the first time today. I see respect in her eyes. Don't respect him. Don't fucking respect him. He's lying out his ass.
この俺を誰だと思っている？法院京馬だ。望む者は支配構造の崩壊、そして混沌なり。
それが岡部君のシュタインズゲート。
Yeah, I guess that's one way of putting it.
岡部ではない、法院だ。
After parting with Malika, god damn it, get her name right, piece of shit. I go to a nearby PC store to talk with an employee I happen to know. But naturally, he doesn't know where to find an IBM 5100 either. Apparently, it was easier to find retro PCs 10 years ago, back when there were more underground niche stores. Now those stores are all but vanished, driven out by stricter regulations and the inexorable spread of moe culture. So I can't really say it's Malika's fault that she's not useful. After all, I'm stuffed too, and this is only my second day searching. Hunting for an IBM 5100 on an internet auction site is starting to look more appealing than confining my search to Alphabet. Then again, that would take time and money. That reminds me, Mayuri called before I met with Shining Finger. It's rare for the absent-minded Mayuri to be the one to contact me. I'm usually the one to contact her. I wonder what she wanted. Should I try calling her back?
Mayushi です。
俺だ。状況は？
オカリンだ。さっき電話したんだよ。
ああ、何かあったのか？
ダル君に電話してみて。
ああ、なんだそれは。
ダル君は今日はメイクインに行ってるよ。だから電話してほしいの。そしたらね、わかるから。じゃあね。
待て、おい、マユリ、こら。
If she's at work, that makes sense. She hung up. Doesn't look like she wants to explain. Even if I call back, Mayuri will probably say the same thing. Let's do what Mayuri said.
Hi, hi.
俺だ。状況を教えろ。
Why the question mark? Noises.
その言い方はオカリンじゃん。マユシから聞いたん？
いや、何も聞いていない。
僕は今メイクインにいるわけだが、マユシが調べてくれたんだよ。フェイリスさんが IBN5100 のこと知ってるらしいって。
Does she? Does she really?
何？フェイリス？
Don't tell me that cat girl and the IBN 5100 are connected somehow. I can't even imagine how they could be.
その発想はなかったわって感じなんだけど、なんかレトロ PC が家にたくさんあるらしいよ。
That's some unexpected good news. The tables have turned and now I'm close to my goal.
これもシュタインズゲートの選択だな。
わけわからん。
それでフェイリスはそこにいるのか？
もちろん。今日はちょうどフェイリス杯だから。
Fairies Cup? What's that? I think I remember hearing about it, but I never really paid it any attention. Yeah, Mayuri is incredibly smart, and I believe that Mayuri... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was really violently when she touched the machine. I don't know. I think she's important too.
フェイリスさんに IBN5100 の画像を見せたら、よく似てる PC を10年ぐらい前に神社に奉納したって言うんだ。同じものかどうかはわからんらしいけどな。
神社だと？
That's an unexpected combination. PCs and shrines, consumer electronics, and ancient Shinto rituals. They're not even tangentially related.
どこの神社だ？
That I know which.
あ、聞いてね。正直すまんかった。
Sorry, I just had big fish. Can we refresh the vinegar cups? I just had a fly and dive on my eyeball. You don't have to now. Go left and go streaming maybe. Ouch. Hopefully I didn't crush it into my eyeball. Ah. We have a fruit fly problem. At least I think they're fruit flies. We have a small fly problem. Like pinhead fly sized. Like not the character. Not the character. God,
まあいい。悪くないヒントだ。
The only shrines in Akiba are Pandamyoshin and Yanabayashi Shrine. I don't know if Ferris was living in Akiba at the time, but at least to start.
じゃあそろそろキルを。いよいよフェイリス杯開始だ。
そうか。ダル、お前ならできる。絶対優勝しろ。
任せとけい。
What the hell was a Ferris Cup anyway? No, more importantly, the shrine. Honestly, I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm frustrated and my eye is watering. And my voice is starting to get all crackly. I don't know if you can hear it or not. But it's being stupid. Stupid isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. It's being not very cooperative, and this is good talking point. I don't want to get super sucked into another section, and yeah. Also, we have pie. It's a silly thing, but we have pie. It's lemon meringue pie. And yeah. Hopefully actually it's gonna go a little bit easier or smoother. I'm hoping with time it will also be not quite as terrible. And I keep clinging to that comment of, oh yeah, it'll get better. He'll get better eventually. I mean, he's better. But right now he's so difficult to deal with, and actually also to read, because it's like I'm putting myself in the shoes of the character shoes by putting my voice to it. And I'm like, this isn't something that I would think or say or do in the least. It's, yeah. Enough about that. Less downer. Tomorrow is my last clip. I'm looking forward to that. It's time for more companion collecting and loyalty missions. I know everyone wanted me to do Sumi's loyalty mission last week, and they're like, no, go get Polly. I'm like, okay. So I'll probably make sure to do Sumi's mission. Gonna look for, oh, I should probably try to tool around and grab the side quests And then I was given a link to Cyclist Starter and Final Things. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's Sunday. Friday is also my last day. Sunday will be back to this. And then Thursday, I have a special collaboration. I will be collaborating with my friend Blumen. And we will be playing we'll be playing Resident Evil 5 together. It will be the first time I have ever played a Resident Evil game in the entire franchise. And obviously first time I've really played that game. So expect squeaking and horrified noises because despite that I've been told is heavily action, I am still a coward. As evidenced by how well I handled the collectorship. So, I think I'll call it there. I hope everyone has a good night. Have a better night than you had. It's okay if you didn't have a great night, but I hope that I did a little bit to make your night even better. And I'll see you again soon, Stardust. You're really wonderful people. Never forget them.